All right, y'all, what's good, everybody? Welcome back. Today, we're getting into Claressa Shields, and there are some fresh updates we need to break down. Claressa Shields wanted to make it crystal clear to the public that what happened wasn't right, and that it definitely wasn't okay to put that moment on display. Hold up, because at the core of this, it feels like Claressa was pushing for positive PR, trying to show that she does not have any hate toward black female athletes, especially when it comes to Layla Ali. So this really came off as an effort to say, listen to this, I'm not the villain y'all are trying to paint me as. She even jumped on Twitter and basically said the situation was ridiculous. She pointed out that the athlete went somewhere private to vent, and yet people still followed her, recorded her, and then posted it anyway. Then she asked the real question, where is the protection, and why is this allowed to happen? So yeah, Claressa Shields was very much giving her opinion and commentary on all of that, loud and clear. But that's not even where it ends, because Claressa Shields also quoted a top 100 athletes of all time. From what it looks like, she wasn't included on that list, which is why she reposted it and said, Floyd Mayweather, Claressa Shields, thank me later. You feel me? Now, personally, I don't even know what criteria they were using for those rankings. I don't know if they were factoring in skill, legacy, or maybe even marketability. Because if you just take a quick look at some of the names on that list, a lot of them have massive brand deals attached. A lot of them also bring in huge money. So it feels like it might not just be about performance alone. To me, it looks like they're judging the entire package: impact, reach, influence, and yes, the money too. So that's where I think that whole list really came from. Now, next up, and listen closely, we also have to talk about this. Apparently, there's still some kind of war going on involving content creators who cover Claressa Shields. And from what I'm hearing, certain people might actually be getting targeted. Claressa Shields herself mentioned this multiple times during that live performance. Remember, she said she was going to be reporting accounts or telling her people to report accounts and all that extra stuff. And my thing is this, why exactly are these accounts being reported in the first place? Like seriously, what are we reporting them for? Did I miss some slander somewhere? Did I miss any actual defamation? Because I'm trying to understand what these reports are even based on. Especially since I already did a whole separate video about that Instagram user whose Facebook videos were getting reported. And it wasn't just Claressa Shields related content either. Some non-Claressa Shields, non-Papoose style videos were getting flagged too, and they were showing up as violations. Y'all remember that, right? And let's not forget, Claressa Shields also said that if people were posting her Snapchat content without giving proper credit, she was going to report it or try to get it taken down. Remember all of that energy. So that brings me straight to Geisha 305. Yes, that same Geisha 305 who Claressa Shields once said, along with Tasha K, were cancers to the black community. She said all they do is cause division, issues, and problems. And then, let's not forget, Claressa Shields called into Hood Champion and a sports platform pretending to be someone else, and she called out Geisha 305 and Tasha K all over again. And on top of that, she recently called out Geisha 305 yet another time at last Friday's press conference. Whew, yeah, that's the full picture. At the press conference last Friday, she still had plenty to say about Geisha 305. Claressa Shields straight up alleged that Geisha 305 doesn't know what she's talking about, doesn't understand boxing at all, and that everything being put out there is misinformation and flat-out lies. And listen, she didn't stop there, because it was a whole lot of this and that layered on top of those claims. Now here's where it gets interesting. A few hours later, Geisha 305 posted an update saying that the CS team, CS meaning Claressa Shields, was reporting her, complete with a laughing emoji. She followed that up by saying, I thought you said I only had 4,000 subscribers, throwing in a side chick comment with a mischievous emoji. The caption read, my response to Papoose's side chick, again with that same mischievous emoji. And I bring all this up because Claressa Shields had recently reposted a tweet that said, how a black person knows everything you post and it's all okay, stalking ass with a clock emoji. So now I have to ask, hold up, are we talking about yourself too? Because how do you know what Geisha 305 is posting? How do you know what Tasha K is posting? How do you know what any of these people are posting if you claim you hate them, dislike them, and call them cancers to the black community who only cause division and chaos?
especially when it's already been said that she previously had another platform with over 40,000 followers that no longer exists. But still, make it make sense, because at this point, it looks like you're chronically online. You've got a major fight coming up, yet you seem fully aware of everything being said about you, good or bad. And a big reason the coverage has turned negative is because of the situation involving Papoose, who is very much a married man. Now, there's still been no response from Claressa Shields to Remy Ma's viral video, the one with millions of views. Remy in a bikini, mink coat on, snowy house tour, pool shots, eyewear on, sipping a drink, living her best life. You feel me? Still no response. But what Claressa posted a couple of days ago were photos of her and Papoose together at the press conference leading up to the fight. This was at the Detroit Auto Show. The caption read, "Me and my Pisces twin flame Papoose," with heart emojis, smile emojis, fire emojis, and fingers crossed emojis. We're gonna keep laughing and taking pics, followed by more fire and a camera emoji. Hashtags and all, Claressa Shields, Papoose, Ren Records. Yeah, that's where we're at.
Nonetheless, I have to ask the obvious questions. How can a married man be your twin flame? How can a married man be your soulmate, or the so-called love of your life? I'm genuinely trying to understand the logic. Because if what Remy Ma is claiming is true, that they've allegedly been separated since 2022, then how does that align with the fact that up until Remy Ma exposed everything, Papoose was still having Claressa Shields sleeping on Remy Ma's couch? Make that make sense. How does a divorce stretch on for 4 years and still not get finalized? Especially when, according to Remy Ma, everything was already laid out and agreed upon. She said it was Papoose who refused to accept the terms presented by her attorney, claiming she didn't want anything from him. Her words, not mine. She even said there was nothing to take. So if that's the case, what exactly is Papoose holding on to? That's why the filing he talked about last May on The Breakfast Club came off as performative. It felt like a response to public pressure, people asking why he isn't divorced and why she's involved with a married man. Because as of right now, there is still no divorce decree. There is still no finalized divorce in sight. So what is the real holdup? Why is this dragging on with no clear resolution? Unless, and hear me out, this is all a setup, a situation designed to keep the narrative going, and there's never actually going to be a divorce. Because I'm still struggling to see what's left to resolve. According to Remy Ma, she bought her properties outright, paid cash for her home, and put up $1 million of her own money. She also claimed she was the one making Papoose appear more financially successful than he really was. So if all of that is true, why isn't the divorce signed and sealed? And why does it feel like Claressa Shields is determined to push this situation in the public's face, forcing this union to look normal when it clearly isn't? That's where I land on this. That's it. That's all.